Hey all, a couple of things I got to go over, so this is going to be a long intro. I'm going to say, if anything, fast forward to roughly about the 5 minute mark. And in regards to this intro, there's a couple of things I have to go over. Some of it is the standard smaller YouTuber hootenanny. That being, if you like or dislike this video, please leave that, hit that like or dislike button, because it does help with engagement, as well as if you want to continue the discussion in with what is said, please leave a comment down below. Please keep it civil, and if you want to see more videos, whether me ranting at a cloud or what have you, grinding my gears, please hit that subscribe button. It does encourage me to make more. And mainly because what I want to go into before the discussion of this video, and that is because of how things fell in October and how things may be falling with me. There's a couple of things I have to kind of restructure, and it's why you're not right now seeing the interview or any interviews with like the folks from ZombieCon or any other interviews right now, because how things fell in October and will continue to fall over the next couple of months. And because of that, I need to restructure how things are and pull away from one Kickstarter in regards to that. But if you wish to help with things, because I do run things on a very tight string, very thin shoestring budget. I am not one of the bigger YouTubers or podcasters that you see on this platform or any other platform for that matter. When it comes to a 9 to 5 and all that, my income is on the very low end of the scale versus some of the folks that might be making a little bit more with a 9 to 5 or other ways of earning an income. I'm just letting you know. But if you do wish to help out, there is a tip link down below in regards to that. And if you don't like where that tip link leads to, please contact me personally and through the email down below, and we could probably talk things out. But with how things are being structured, I do want to talk to the folks behind ZombieCon and a few other people, get in touch with them, see how things are going, especially with Mixon, in essence, the man, because he has a few new books out, and I think I should, touch base with him. But let's get on to the crux of the matter, and that is we're talking about video games right now. And why we're talking about video games is because I'm a casual gamer, I'm Team Green, so forth and so on. And there's a lot of news coming out that I want to address, and there is one bit I do want to cover in regards to, prior to talking about what Microsoft and Xbox is doing, and putting over to the Sony side of things. But I want to talk about or encourage one bit of thing that is kind of irking the hell out of me, and I've seen roughly only 3 games do it correctly, and that is overall cross-platform. A lot of games do cross-platform, whether it be Battlefield, Fortnite, Warzone, Call of Duty in general, so forth and so on. Yeah, they do cross-platform, but it's always, we're putting you with, somebody on PlayStation or PC or Team Green or a combination thereof. It's always a roll of the dice. There is no way of doing anything like that. There's no way of saying, hey, I'm friends with it. Now, I just hit the 5-minute mark, and I just want to say this. Folks who skipped to the 5-minute mark, rewind maybe about a minute and a half, because my intro was shorter than I expected. Now, what I'm advocating for is more of a true crossplay. What am I talking about? True crossplay. There's again, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fortnite, Anaheim. All these games have crossplay, including Gears of War has crossplay, but they don't have true crossplay, or at least what I want to say as true crossplay. If they have crossplay in co-op, campaign co-op, again, like with the actual player versus player aspect of the game, it might be roll of the dice. And to me, that's a bad thing. And only 3 games, count them, 1, 2, 3 games, do that right. First game being Helldivers 2. What do I mean? Helldivers 2, if you want to have a friends list in game, or folks you want to play with in game that might be either on PC or Team Blue, i.e. Sony PlayStation, or with those that are on Xbox, whether you're on PC or so forth and so on, you could get a number, whether it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and give that number to your friends on other platforms, and therefore you could play with those folks on that platform. The same thing with number 2, Aliens Fireteam Elite. They do something similar. I think they do a letter and number code that you could give to friends, and you could have an in-game friends list to play with folks online. Granted, these are more of a I won't say MMO type of type games, but still, or so forth and so on. I don't know too much about Destiny. That's why I'm leaving them off the list. And speaking of Destiny, the final game is, of course, Borderlands 4. I think you could do it with Borderlands 3, but let's go with at least 4, because that's the current game out this year. With Shift, I could give my Shift code to someone on PC or PlayStation and cross-play with them in-game. Meaning they could join my game, that we could finish a storyline, defeat a boss, so forth and so on, work on each other's storyline, etc., etc., etc. With games like Gears of War, Black Ops, if Battlefield has a storyline, you can't. Again, it's a roll of dice. There's nothing in-game to do this, and therefore, I don't want to say, well, I'm going to head some of you off the path that are following along with this, and it's like, well, Helldivers 2 is a PlayStation game, so therefore they did it right. No. Helldivers 2 is a Arrowhead game. They're in Arrowhead Studios. I don't know if they're owned by PlayStation. If they are, then you're correct. But if they're not, and they're just teamed up with PlayStation to be an exclusive distributor or first-party distributor, then again, your point might be kind of invalid, because Helldivers did drop on both PC and PlayStation at the same time. But I want to see more games like that in regards to being able to do that, especially now that you're seeing more Xbox games on PlayStation, and you're seeing more PlayStation games starting to come out on Xbox, or even if they're on Steam or Epic Play Store as well, because if they're putting out games that are not so much cross-play co-op, true cross-play co-op, like how I'm describing, then yeah, you could have cross-play, but it's not true, to me, true cross-play. like what Borderlands, Helldivers, and a few others do. Now, if Fortnite and other games do that, fine, great. But for the most part, my experience has been that, it's all just a roll of the dice, whether or not who you get teamed up with and whether or not you're staying in the same match. A lot of folks might ask me simply, how can I, as a member of Team Green, or I, as a member of Team Blue, or I, as a member of Team PC, communicate with somebody that is against on another platform? Simple. I have, like most people, one of these, a phone. That's right, I have a phone. So in essence, I can call somebody. If we have each other's number, we could all call. But that's besides the point. This is a smartphone. And I also have a tablet. Meaning, on both these devices, I have Discord and Facebook. So therefore, I can pretty much talk to any friend that's on my Facebook or Discord friends list and kind of voice chat with them. So communicate with them. And plus, me personally, I have a PS4 inside, and a lot of my folks that are on that aspect of things, I could turn on my PlayStation, hook my headset to that controller, and start up a party chat with them, because apparently on PlayStation you could chat with friends for free. Party chat with friends for free, whereas on Xbox there is a paywall to do that. Now, all that kind of leads me to my second little topic in regards to gaming with what's going on. Over the past 3 days or a couple of days, it's been coming out, and I'll pull it up on here to get a better idea of what the article has stated, and that is being that it's rumored that Xbox will be dropping their paywall. I doubt that, but the headline is kind of misleading, I think, because the article talks about there is one on, or something similar on, the Windows News type of website, but what they're talking about is that for the upcoming, I'm just going to call it an Xbox 2, or the next generation of Xbox, because it's going to be able to also, again, allegedly, run services like Epic Play Store and Steam. Therefore, because those platforms, I could talk to, if I had a gaming PC, I can talk to anybody on that platform in game, meaning we could party chat, so forth and so on. There's ways to do that on that platform, and because the next generation Xbox, you'll have those services on it. They're thinking of dropping that aspect from behind the paywall, meaning if you buy an Xbox 2, if that's what it's called, and you sign into the Xbox side of things, where you could play all your past Xbox games, whether it be from the original Xbox up to current platform, whether it be Xbox Series S or S or X that might be out before any new native running games are released on Xbox. If they do that, then they're going to drop the party chat in that aspect, because if, let's say, I get that Xbox, next generation Xbox, what would be my argument of paying Xbox 10, 20, or even, if I can afford it, $30 a month for their Game Pass strictly to party chat, where I could pick up a game on Steam or Epic Play Store and voice chat with those folks in some way for free. So that's where they're kind of saying, yeah, let's toss that out. Now, I do believe that they will still be charging their price point for the strictly aspect of their exclusive library, meaning right now, with from what I remember they stated, with Xbox Live Core, you could have like 25 games available for you to kind of play, and so that way, meaning with Xbox and PlayStation does this on a monthly basis as well. Meaning, if you just get a Xbox or a PlayStation and you sign up for either PlayStation Plus or Xbox Core Standard or Premium, you have access on the PlayStation side, like 2 or 3 games, and on Xbox you have access to a wide variety of games. And therefore, if you can't afford a game like Borderlands or Helldivers, for that matter, you have something to play on that device until you get something new, something that you enjoy, or you can figure out what you enjoy on those platforms. So with Xbox, they might be charging the same rates, whether it be 10, 15, or 30, for that exclusive access to those libraries. Hey, you just got an Xbox. You could pay us $10, for 25 games. You could pay us 15 for about 100, or you could pay us 30 for about 400, and plus get access to first-party games, and plus all these other games as well, and plus all these other features. Now, some of you might say, well, Steam gives... Yeah, that's the aspect. Steam gives a couple of games per month, so does Epic Play Store. So that's also how that will affect Microsoft's price point in regards to Game Pass. I don't know. And but I'll say this: in regards to that article, it was the original article came from Windows Central. I'm sorry about that. It was a Windows-based news site anyway. And one of the folks behind in Microsoft has stated, according to the website, Microsoft plans to remove the multiplayer paywall because this was a quote from one of the folks they interviewed at Microsoft or Xbox. Wouldn't make a lick of sense for quote unquote PC to have multiplayer, for a PC quote unquote to have paid multiplayer, particularly since it would create a strong incentive for players to simply install Steam instead of using the Xbox ecosystem on that device for online games. So, yeah, they're going to have to do something when the next generation Xbox comes out to kind of keep folks on their ecosystem, but it'll allow you, and something you, the consumer, to kind of delve into it, because there's a lot of indie games that come out strictly on either Steam or Epic Play Store. And what this will also, I want to say this, it'll benefit a lot of folks as well, because you have games like Fortnite. Fortnite is made by, I think, Epic Games, and thus having the Epic Play Store on a console, it's a way of Microsoft saying to Epic, hey, you don't have to. You have folks that play Fortnite, they have a way of just bypassing us and get that stuff on your ecosystem, the Epic Play Store, and that money could go straight to you if they so wish, and we get money by the player or the person buying our Xbox whatever, our latest Xbox. So you might see a lot of folks like Steam and Epic Play Store going, goody, we could hype this up. And this kind of leads to the aspect as well that, am I going to pick up the next generation of Xbox when it drops? No. I'm going to wait for a pawn shop find and get it that way, because layaway. And by the time I pick one up, good chance all the kinks will be out, and I'll know more and make a better decision. So, it's going to steer a lot of folks. If all these rumors are true, it will steer a lot of folks away from PlayStation, because PlayStation right now, if I want to play multiplayer, it's still locked behind a paywall. Initially, because Xbox was doing it, they kind of PlayStation started out being for free, playing multiplayer. Then, they decided, oh, let's do it, because the cool kids were doing it. At the time, Xbox was the cool kids on the block, and they fumbled the ball. We all know this. But if they do this, they drop that aspect, then a lot of folks will be turning to PC, to PlayStation, and asking how late to the party are they? Because, look, Xbox right now is not offering voice chat or voice multiplayer behind a paywall, just voice chat. Now, so there could be the back and forth in regards to that, saying that, hey, us here on PlayStation, you don't have to worry about voice chat. Now, when it comes to the whole aspect of the voice chat or party chat, I don't know how that's going to work, what news will come out in regards to that. If they decide to pull voice chat away from a paywall as well, it would be a good thing, and it will cause a shakeup on PlayStation side a hell of a lot, because it would make Xbox more so the cool kids on the block versus PlayStation. But I also know right now, I don't know how Game Pass Ultimate works into what I'm about to say, but I do know, as of right now, I think both PlayStation and Xbox have the same policy when it comes to free-to-play games. And what am I talking about? Again, I'm talking about Fortnite, Anaheim, Warzone, Rocket League, and games like that, because I think 2 years ago, Xbox has stated, because games like Fortnite, Anaheim, and Warzone and Rocket League are free to play, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the multiplayer aspect for those games from behind a paywall, which means that if you don't have Xbox Live Core, Standard, or Premium, or Ultimate, you could still play Rocket League online with other people from across the country, across the world. Same thing with Fortnite. And you could party chat with friends. If you have friends that play Fortnite or Rocket League, you could party chat with those and play together and not worry about a membership fee. So, whether now that they kind of took that away because, well, or at least with Fortnite, because of the membership with Ultimate, I don't know. If you do know, please let me know in the comments down below. And kind of the final thing I want to talk about, final two things. One of the other things I want to slip in right here is GameStop. GameStop has finally announced that the console wars are over. As funny as that sounds, the reason why I laugh at it is because it's something I've been saying either on this channel or on my audio side of things for the past, I don't know, year, 6 months to a year, because how exclusives are they. Finally, GameStop, ooh, like they're relevant. Their GameStop is only slightly more relevant than my channel here on this platform. So, they announced that console wars are over, mainly because you could find some of the same games on other platforms right now. So yeah, I've been saying it, but I know some of you out there still love to say mer PC, mer PlayStation. I know there's people on that are Team Green that are like mer Xbox. So mer Xbox, mer PC, just as much as many people are going to be saying Xbox is dead. You've been saying that for the past God knows how long. But how things will fall over the next year, 2 years, I don't know in regards to that. But the final thing I do want to talk about is the upcoming Halo game that's going to be released on PlayStation. And I think it's called Halo Campaign Evolved. Not Combat Evolved, Campaign Evolved. Now, here's where a member of Team Green is going to be fighting for those for Team Blue. And that is, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Halo Studios? Why are you doing this, Xbox? But that was my first question. And what was kind of given to me and to everybody else out there is, well, it's all about the story. Yes, we get that. There is, if it was all about the story, then instead of just re-releasing Halo Combat Campaign Evolved, just pick up the Master Chief Collection, dust it off, give it some improvements like true crossplay, like I mentioned earlier in this episode. Dust it off, give it some updates to play on PlayStation Network. Give it true crossplay so folks on that platform could play with those on Xbox and PC. Update the Xbox and PC version so they could have that true crossplay. Meaning that my folks who play on Xbox could get all those lovely maps and so forth and so on and play together instead of having that crapshoot. So, I know they did it skeet, but like I'm getting demonetized as it is, right? But the thing is, it's like the Halo wasn't just built on the campaign. People came at the start campaign and stayed for multiplayer. It helped perpetuate the LAN parties. People, instead of lugging around a PC and a monitor to have a LAN party, they carried around an Xbox. And when Halo 2 and Xbox Live came to be, people started to play Xbox Live and more multiplayer from their living rooms. So, that's why you should still have the multiplayer as part of this game. You could have just easily dusted off the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition. That's it. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition. Brushed it off and released it on PlayStation. No, you decided revamp. And from what I've seen in regards to what has dropped in regards to this and what I have allegedly heard, is that they are using the Unreal Engine for this new revamp. And again, I'm fighting for you guys on Team and gals on Team Blue. How dare they? I play Borderlands 4, and I've played other games with the Unreal Engine. Some people have stated when it comes to the Unreal Engine, it being buggy is par for the course. And we're seeing it with Borderlands 4. We've seen it with other games with the Unreal Engine, current version of Unreal Engine being very buggy. Yes, I think Microsoft does own the Unreal Engine, so it's there. But again, they had these games. All they had to do was dust them off and sell them. As a matter of fact, they could have just sold. They could have like, hey, we understand times are tough. Here is the Master Chief Collection. You get to play not only games 1 through 4, you get to play all the maps, multiplayer maps. You get to play all the 4s. Plus, you know what Microsoft could have done when they did that? Do the same thing in regards to what they did with the Master Chief Collection on Xbox. And that is sell Halo Reach and Halo ODST as DLC. So therefore, they're getting all the money. So, or at least a sizable chunk of that money. So, and fans, those on PlayStation could have gotten a whole mess of content. They wouldn't, especially if they decided, Xbox and Halo Studios decided, you know what, we're just going to give those on PlayStation everything. Screw Reach and ODST as DLC. We're just going to give them every game. So folks on the PC, on PlayStation, could have gotten Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Reach, Halo ODST. 6 games. 6 games. 6 games. 2 of those games have Firefight, which is a horror mode. So that adds playability to those games. Halo 4 has kind of an epilogue type of thing to it. So that's another. You're up to from 2 games having additional gameplay, or if you want to cut Firefight, and you have that epilogue in another game, then you have multiplayer. That's 3 aspects of a game that folks could have their money worth. You could have charged $80 for this game, while the folks on PC could just gotten a little bit of an upgrade because we already paid for it. Not to mention, you have Forge on these games. Halo 2 in Master Chief Collection has Forge, and I like it. It has the original Halo 3 Forge, which was buggy and difficult as hell. And my God, how much I hated it when I tried to do it for the Master Chief Collection. Halo Reach, as much as I didn't like it, and it too was buggy, you could work with it. And same thing with Halo 4 Forge. And as much as I didn't like Halo's Forge Island, it was way smaller than, well, Halo Reach Forge World. But that's in the past. So I would have rather seen all of you out there get the Master Chief Collection instead of the bullshit you are getting now, or will be getting within the next year or 2. So if I hear a lot of my PlayStation friends saying this campaign involved sucks, and I'll be there telling them, like, dude, I understand, I get it. You guys should have gotten Master Chief Collection, pure and simple. You guys should have gotten that, because with Forge World and Forge as a whole on a lot of what they did for the Master Chief Collection, and me as an Xbox player and playing Halo since like Halo 3, because that's when I officially started playing Halo myself, was with Halo 3, and thanks to the Master Chief Collection and the Anniversary Collection, I got a chance to play the original games. So yeah, and it's like with that, with Halo Reach, I lost access to some of the Forge maps I put up to share with everybody, and now with recent updates over the past 2 years, year to 2 years, I'm able to retrieve those older maps, brush them off, make adjustments for where an old version of the game meets a new. Yeah, we could still play. They're still there. Plus, I've made some new stuff. But again, Halo Studios and Microsoft decided to go down a route that a lot of fans dislike. And if you ask me, am I going to be picking up Halo Campaign Evolved, if that's what it's being called, for my system? No, I will not. I will not. I refuse to. No. No. There would have to. I would legitimately. It's why I didn't pick up Halo Infinite for my Xbox account. That way, if I have to kind of Game Pass, I would be able to play it. The reason why I didn't pick it up, even to this day, is because I don't. It just didn't feel right to me. So I didn't pay for it. It has to be on a deep discount for me to kind of say yeah. But did I play it a little bit on Game Pass? Yes, I did, because basically Game Pass is going to Game Pass, and if they want to give it to me day one, then yeah, I'm going to do it that way. Yeah. So if, let's say, I still have Game Pass Ultimate when it drops, yeah, will I download it and check it out? Yes. Will I buy it? No. There would have to be an my God, it's true crossplay. For me to actually say, yeah, I'll pick this up, and I'll have to have folks on the PlayStation side that I know playing this game, that I will seriously say, hey, let's play. I'll help you through it. But overall, no, because I know it's going to happen. It's going to be for the folks who buy it. It's going to be crapshoot. Crossplay, there's not going to be anything like that, and it's going to be loads of issues. I'm sure there's a lot of people going, what the hell, WTF, so forth and so on. So that's about it for it. A lot of my links are down below, including our links to our audio podcast. No, I have not been posting anything recently for the month of October. Maybe something will come up, or I'll start putting some of the audio here up to audio, so that way you guys, for the folks on the go, can have something to listen to. So till then, I'm the captain of this year's ship, and I'm not wearing a bikini. So take care. I'm out.